Delighted to say we can welcome into our studio the reigning Wimbledon champion, Petra Kvitova, who was out on court one earlier today. My goodness, Petra, you were in a rush to get through that match. In fact, you've only lost, 3 games in the championship so far.
Yeah, I wasn't really in a rush, but I was trying to, win each point. And I'm really glad how I played those 2 matches from the beginning of the tournament. It's always kind of tough with the nerves, and as a defending champion, it's a little bit different as well. So I'm glad how I handled it.
Well, you've clearly got over those early nerves. And how does it feel being back out on both centre court and court one? And how do you feel your tennis is at the moment?
It just feels great. I mean, especially my first round when I was standing as a defending champion on the centre court. And it was really amazing, when you're stepping there and you feel, the atmosphere and the beautiful memories from last year. And it was just really nice to be there again.
Yeah. You said something about your parents, that you apologized to them, that you played too fast. Well, what about today? You're going to have to apologize again.
I don't have to, because they weren't here.
They were only here for a day.
Exactly.
Wow.
They were here only for the first round.